Welcome back to Star Trek Online, everybody. I'm your host, the Housecoat Gamer, and today we're taking a look at the Edison and Hoover classes. You're going to notice something about this one. Notably that the trend of upside down seems to be best kind of starts with this one. Now if I could flip this thing upside... well, I guess that's not happening. Not a fan of the deflector dish, but then again, I'm not a fan of the STD scan either. Now you'll notice a few similarities between this and another starship. Look at that deflector dish. What does it look like? Any thoughts coming to mind? No? Of course I have to provide a picture. That's right. The Hoover class is essentially the nebula equivalent of the crossfield. Which means this is what the crossfield saucer section is supposed to look like. I actually like this saucer better than I do the crossfield, but then again, I don't like the crossfield in general. You will discover that in my review, general overview of that thing. This is a warship, which means 5 forward, 3 aft, and it's a cannon boat. A temporal cannon boat. It's gonna suck to be everybody who's on the other side of this ship. What damage resistance? You're dead before you even think about it. It also fires a kind of radiation pulse using its console. The entangled quantum bombardment console. Pew, 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 pew. Say goodbye to your damage resistance. Depending on your faction. And yes, this is a faction ship. There are, in fact, 3 of these. Well, 4. The Fed version, you can only see the Klingon. You can't see the Klingon version with the Fed, but with the cross-faction flying. As for this trait, Heart of Soul for the Feds. Legacy of New Romulus, I think, for the Romulans. Blessings of the Founders, I think, for Temporal, for the Jem'Hadar version. I'll get to those when I get to those. And, of course, there's a fleet variant. There always is. But like I said, I kinda like the McGee. I kinda like the saucer on the Hoover more than I do the other one. On the crossfield. More science. Who are these guys? Black Mesa? Is this the Gordon Freeman starship? Probably is. It's worth getting for the starship trait alone. Especially since, with cross-faction flying, you can get Heart of Soul, Kronos, New Romulus, the Founders trait. All those increase your faction power. It increases damage. for phasers, disruptors, plasma, Polaron, depending on what faction you are. Klingons get Klingons, Jem'Hadar get Klingons get disruptors, Feds get phasers. This is half the reason why I don't use disruptors on my Feds. The other being, of course, Feds don't use disruptors. Housecoat Gaming, signing off.